What's up, toy lovers? Ty here, and I'm going to attempt to make a tutorial about this gun sling that I made for my Action Force figures. I posted some pictures, and a lot of guys are requesting a little video on how I did it. So I'll go ahead and make a quick video here. Hopefully it looks alright. I've only made 2 of these. I'm not an expert. I'm not a huge customizer by any means. I dabble a little bit. But here's what we did. So I just used a needle nose plier, and then a regular pliers, and just like a scissors, or I just have a snips here to cut the cord I'm going to use. So basically, I purchased this stuff at a Hobby Lobby, so any hobby store should have it. What we use for this strap is this decorative trim. It's used in sewing a lot. It's an elastic. Comes in multiple colors. As you can see, it stretches. It's really nice. Fits in really well with this. This is a black 3mm. And as you can see, it's only $2. You get plenty. And for you just need these round split rings, and this stuff's made for making bracelets, necklaces, and earrings even. So I have a 6mm round split ring. That's this guy. It's and this one is just because this is going to go around the stock. And I have is this one 3 or 4? It's a 4mm, and it's a round jump ring, it's called, or they're a split ring. You can see on the one I made, I'm just going to do the same weapon. This is the 6mm split ring or round ring, and then this one's the 4mm here. And that's just to get around the weapon. And then what I used is called a cord crimp, and that's to crimp onto the decorative trim piece that we're going to use for the strap. And this is what they look like. So I believe this is a 9mm. Yeah, it's right here. So this is a 9mm cord crimp. I don't know if it's focusing on that or not. Just using my phone, that's all but it's a 9mm cord crimp. And that's what that looks like. It's just open there, so you can put the strap in, and we're going to crimp it with the pliers. So I have that one, and then I used a smaller, I think it's a 4mm or 3mm cord crimp, and it's just a smaller version. And these do come in different finishes. That's another 9mm. It's more of a black charcoal. It's another one I did. You can see you just try to get the split ring around, like this is around the barrel. And the cord crimp is going to go onto the split ring. And then I can pull that, that's snug. I crimped it. And then I got the back. And I used a smaller one. And I just tried to get as small as possible. But it doesn't look too bad with doing it that way. I mean, there may be other ways you guys find out. So what I did is, I believe I did 5 inches. I tape measure, and I took 5 inches of this cord. Just cut that. And then it's just getting the crimps on. Now what I tried doing when I first did one is just putting the crimp in, or putting the cord in here in the channel there and crimping it, but I was able to pull it out, so you do have to fold the cord over just to make it thicker. This will be a little probably tough to see, but I'm just putting the strap into that channel there, and then I'm going to fold this over, strap over. And again, you want to double it up. I tried it without folding it and it just doesn't stay. And I got a bad cut on that, so it's really frayed, but you want to use a sharp scissors or whatever you have. And the 2-plier is, so I'm going to hold that in there, fold it over, and then I'm going to take my other pliers to crimp it shut. And you're just going to close those sides over. And if you know, I probably should have a mag light. Get a magnifying glass. It's getting harder to see this small stuff. And let me back out that plier so I can get it tighter. There we go. And then that should be in there snug. It is. There we go. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other end. And what we'll do is, I'm going to use the smaller one just because it's going to go towards the front. I don't want it to be as noticeable as bulky. Now this one's, this channel is smaller, so don't think I folded it over the first time. It's going to be more difficult to get that in there too. I remember that. Yeah, I was trying to watch college playoffs, but it's not much of a game. Michigan versus Georgia, so I figured, I might as well get the video made. So, crimp this shut. And that popped out. So maybe I did fold that one over. Let's get another one. Like I said, they're really inexpensive. It's usually just like $2 and you get 50 or 100. So But yeah, the smaller one, it's a little more difficult. It's just, you can use the larger for both ends. I did for that one. Just depends on, I guess, what weapon or your taste or whatever. So I'll go ahead and fold this one over too, which I should have done. I'm sure most of you will be faster than me. Then close that crimp shut. I'm sure they make better tools for this also. I'm not really an expert on jewelry making or anything. It didn't work. I'm just going to go with the larger one. It's just easier, just for the video. I don't know why that other one wasn't working. I've gotten it to work before. Everybody's probably having a good New Year's Eve. I'm just chilling with the family. We're just watching some football, playing some video games. My kids are too young to stay up until midnight. They start getting crazy around 9 p.m. So there we go. That's tight. Sorry I didn't get the other one going. Okay, so then what we're going to do is take your weapon of choice, and you want to get the split ring on wherever you want it. So I've got the, what did I say, this was a 6mm round split ring. Put that back here in the stock. And they're a split ring because they're split. So I use the pliers, open it like so. Then we'll get it around. Maybe. Just gotta work with it a little bit. Okay. That's be difficult. Alright, and then close that up a little bit. And then you'll just take the eye here, get that in there onto your split ring, and then we're just going to close it with the pliers. You just you just close that up. Brought that back together so that way this is not going to fall off. So I got one side done. And then with the front, I have the smaller split ring, and I think this one is, what did I say, it's a 4mm. And 4mm one says jump ring, so I'm not sure why that one's a jump ring. The large one's called a split ring. They're the same exact thing. This one's just smaller. And I'm just going to pry it apart. And I'm just going to put it in this convenient space. That's what I did with my other. There we go. And you know, you can figure out where you want these to go. There's different sizes, so start to close that up a little bit. And it's probably gonna fall out on me. I went too far. And you'd think I'd be better because for a living I actually make radios and whatnot for aircraft. So I use soldering irons. I have to solder on small parts and whatnot. Alright, so we got that. And then you're just going to take this and, you know, I just made sure it's not twisted. And you're going to put that in there. Crimp this one shut. And my other ones weren't that frayed. Again, you just want to use sharp scissors, whatnot. It's not a huge deal. It's not super bad. There we go. And that's it. That was it right there. So would that take about 10 minutes probably? You know, the more you make, the faster it's going to go. What's cool about it is you got the different sizes. So there's different options. I mean, I chose this weapon because of this nice hole here. I also did, this is another Valverse weapon. And I just had to use the 6mm split ring up here around the barrel part. And it worked fine. And as you can see, I used the two 6mm cord crimps. Sorry about that. On this weapon, and I chose the darker, like the charcoal gray. I don't know what they're called color-wise. I don't think it says on here, but these are just like it says jewelry shop. Again, I got them at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure Michael's. You could probably even check your local Walmart. A lot of Walmarts have like 3 to 4 aisles full of this stuff too. I haven't checked my Walmart, but that'd be an option if you don't have like a Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Frickin' every town has a Walmart, so if that's all you got, I would check Walmart. They're for jewelry making, and that's it. That's how I did them. Now I'm sure some of you guys make a better one, but it's cool sling. Just thought it was kind of a easy way to get sling on these guys real quick, you know, and then you can again, I just measured 5 inches. I haven't really messed around with it. Just did a quick one, and thought that looked pretty decent. But you might have to go longer, like if you actually want to pose him. I don't know, you know, if it's pretty tight, but I could still, since these are flexible, you know, you can still get him to hold the weapon and everything. So that seemed to work. But yeah, there you go. Hope that helps. Hope it wasn't too horrible. But everybody, enjoy your New Year's Eve. Have a great New Year. Happy New Year. And we'll talk to you later.